I heard some rumors about this game. Okay. I guess we get straight to the title. No cinematic, well, not yet at least. No cinematic, no terms and conditions, not yet at least. Just the title. Okay. I guess this is it. So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. And whatever time zone you're in. You could be pretty much in Asia. If we're going by continents, North America, South America, Africa, and Europe, and the list goes on. So, in whatever time zone you're in, welcome. And also, shout out to the new subscriber! Man, I wish I had a cowbell for that. Man, why did I not have a cowbell? Maybe because I haven't hit that 2,000 subscribers or yet goal that I have. Well, anyway, welcome to the video game walkthroughs, playlists, and anything video game content. Welcome. So, as I need for any new subscriber, I'll tell you what my goal is. So the goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers or more. If we get to that goal, I'll do something interesting. Yeah, you're probably building up to, hey, what are you going to do something interesting? Well, it's not going to be a letdown. It's not going to be a cliffhanger. It's not going to be something that I won't try not to do. No, I will commit to what I am talking about. So when I get to go, I'm going to do something interesting. Hope you guys like that finished product when you guys get to 2,000. Well, when I get to 2,000 subscribers. So, for also the new subscribers too, I can actually officially go over the schedules. This one is going to be pretty straight on. So we're going to focus on two games that came to PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium. And one of the games was pretty much dog shit, and the other game was not dog shit, but was actually pretty good. And started a franchise, and that franchise is dead in the water. Well, that's Ubisoft. What do you expect? You'll know what I'm talking about. So, I'll leave that one pretty much up the air, the Ubisoft one. The other one is going to be Crime Boss. With Chuck Norris, who thinks he's the toughest one. I have a joke for that, and we'll get to that on the next video. But for this one, I'll say we're on part one of X Defiant. Well, welcome. No, I did something different. That's odd. That's on me. So, welcome to part one of X Defiant, a Ubisoft original. After they finally. Ubisoft, you have to do a new IP. You had no choice. Assassin's Creed is such a roller coaster. I mean, people are getting butthurt about Yosuke being pretty much a samurai, even though he wasn't. Historically wise, they're right, but it's an Assassin's Creed game. Let it go. Are you serious? Yeah, they're just getting mad. They're mostly getting mad about Yosuke being a black samurai, and just also now they're people, or I guess people who've seen the trailer, are getting mad that it's pretty much um, homosexuals and okay, pretty much homosexual and lesbian. That's possibly Yosuke is gay, and the other girl could be gay too. I don't know. I don't know the rumors, and I haven't gone into like deep research or really dive deep, so I want to know about that. But let's just see how the gameplay is before we get all the controversy. I feel like this is kind of one of those woke propaganda. Do I want to feed into it? No, I don't. It's a video game. It's Assassin's Creed. They've been doing ridiculous shit like this since the beginning. Since the very beginning. This is nothing. They always alter history. This is nothing new for Ubisoft. They always alter history, and they're in their benefit because they make money. That's all Ubisoft is doing. They're making money. So let's just see how the gameplay is, and then I think who made the butthurt fans of, or made the butthurt people who've been fans of Assassin's Creed, or who actually just like Ubisoft in general, or don't like Ubisoft. Doesn't matter. We'll see how they are after they see the gameplay. They'll probably still kind of crap on it. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, Ubisoft, you had, like I said, you had no choice but to do another original. Because, friend, let's talk about all your franchises besides indie. Child Light, like that. Valiant Hearts, like that. But those are one-off games. Far Cry series, was it good after Far Cry 6? Hell no. So, yeah, they're the Far Cry series, which started great. Second one wasn't great, but I heard great things about the first one. Far Cry 3 is their masterpiece, and then they kind of have gone. They're, let me put it this way: Far Cry 1 through all the way to, let's just say, Far Cry 5 is when the series was peak, not Far Cry 4. I have it, oddly. But yeah, it was peak. And then they got to Far Cry 6, and they kind of gone. Far Cry is it's like being a dead horse. It's gone dead in the water after Far Cry 6. It seems good, but yeah. Assassin's Creed, roller coaster. There are good games and there are bad games. Sadly, there's just been bad games. Hopefully, Assassin's Creed Shadow win Assassin's Creed fans back. Even I was an Assassin's Creed fan until they got to Assassin's Creed 3. Then I was like, oh boy. And what are they doing? They're doing Tom Clancy's Forever and multiplayers. I feel like this is another one. Well, yeah. And the list goes on. They needed to do a new IP. There was no other choice. But at this point, Ubisoft, you have become Call of Duty. No! But we kind of knew that because you did Assassin's Creed every year. What was I expecting? It's kind of sad. Hopefully this one changed my opinion. I want this to be the one that surprises me. Alright, how many minutes have I done? I like to ramble on as the new subscribers will... Well, sorry, not new subscriber, new subscriber. Gotta be consistent. Well, as a new subscriber will find out, I like to ramble on. I like to talk about how the video game developments and video games are doing in general. Sometimes I kind of get... Maybe it's because I'm getting older. Maybe because I'm looking at video games and I'm going like, we have come a long way. Or, we're really shitting the bed. And that kind of sums it up. Alright, so I did actually look this up a little bit. And there were two particular tongue-tied. There were two particular topics I wanted to talk about XDefiant to make this quick. So I read a little bit about this, and the whole stick, free-to-play first-person shooter, developed by, obviously, Ubisoft. This is San Francisco and published by Ubisoft. Because, if Ubisoft has a Ubisoft Plus, obviously, then I imagine they're doing well because people like us will buy any Ubisoft game. I won't buy every Ubisoft game. No, absolutely not. But there's too many fans of Ubisoft that people are still going to buy their games no matter what. So free to play, we'll see what this is about. Alright, so reading in terms of Wikipedia, my go-to source, I'll just kind of give us a brief synopsis. The setting of the game revolves around factions called Defiant. Phantoms from Ghost Recon. They're still doing that, and I don't know how that franchise is doing. I feel like it's also dead in the water. Splinter Cell. We are never getting a sequel to Splinter Cell. I mean, Blacklist was the last one. Let's face it, Sam Fisher has been cameos. He had an entire franchise, and I heard those were lauded. And now it's gone. Splinter Cell is never getting a sequel. It's like Half-Life 3. Remember that one was a thing? What happened, Valve? What happened, Valve? You're never doing it, are you? We're going to be, but I feel like we're going to be in our 50s by the time Half-Life 3. They're never doing it. Who am I freaking kidding? Anyway, Splinter Cell. Ha! Alright, well, I like Splinter Cell. I respect Splinter Cell. If we ever get a sequel. Anyway, The Division. And also Far Cry. And also Watch Dogs. I do appreciate Watch Dogs, but, of the franchise that are still going on, I guess it's Far Cry because, Ubisoft's got Malcolm like Disney. Like Disney knows every franchise. And I guess Ghost Recon because that's kind of interesting. But yeah, and I will leave it at that because I'll give my first impressions. And then that kind of brings up to the other topic. I went ahead and went to Gaming Bolt's article of 15 live service games that were a complete failure. This was on March 27, 2024. I would say go ahead and give a quick read, but I wanted to talk briefly about live service games of how they are just literally shutting down. They are shutting down, like, constantly. And they did a lot last year, like a lot. But we might as well acknowledge the ones that they were shut down because they were complete failures. Look at that, you Suicide Squad. Anyway, Anthem. Anybody remember Anthem? You know, after BioWare when they did Mass Effect Andromeda, that were really people really. Oh man, yeah, I have the game. Yeah. Anyway, so Anthem. That's all I'm gonna say. There's nothing more I can say. Skull and Bones. Remember Ubisoft announced that, and then they pretty much never announced anything else until the game officially released, and people shitted on it. Remember that? Remember Skull and Bones? Yeah, it's a complete failure, and it's like Duke Nukem Forever in terms of that marketing. Oh, it was no Skull and Bones was destined to fail, and just the fact we only got cinematics and the gameplay was just Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, and really Assassin's Creed 3. It's just the fact that Skull and Bones was destined to fail. Suicide Squad, kill the Justice League. Yeah, you certainly did. And gosh, oof, on the Batman series, Batman Arkham series. You know, the people, even including myself, like those series. Oh crap. Yeah, train wreck is what the article is saying too. From what I'm reading over it, train wreck, accurate. Moving on to the next one, Marvel's Avengers. Oh yeah, I played that game, and besides Kamala's campaign, no, that was a dumpster fire, and I'm glad it shut down. I'm sorry for all the people who played Marvel's Avengers. I know I've probably been rambling on, but I think this is worth acknowledging. All right, it's been 11 minutes. Try to wrap this up. Marvel's Avengers, yeah, dumpster fire. Moving on. Knockout City. I actually enjoyed the crap out of that game. I actually liked that game. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I'm proud to give it a 9 out of 10. It's just sad that it couldn't get a player fan base or a cult following. It sucks because that game was fun. That game was super fun, and now it's gone. Same as Rumbleverse. After Rumbleverse, that fun wrestling game that was in the vein of Knockout City, yeah, Knockout City got shut down for some unexplained reason. I like Knockout City. 8 seasons it lasted. Longer than Rumbleverse. And I freaking love that game. And now it's gone. It sucks too. Anyway, Hyperscape. Moving on. I have no idea what that is. Evolve. I actually played 5 minutes of that game and it never worked properly. Tried to play the multiplayer game and I legit tried to. I did. I legit tried to play Evolve. But it shut down. You know what? In my impression, the multiplayer was broken. It never worked. It was worse than Fire Next Layer, and that's saying something. But it looked fun, and I liked the cinematic. It just, when the reveal trailer came out, but Evolve was broken. Whoever got to play that game, bravo. Whoever got to play that game. I just absolutely could not play it. Because I couldn't play it. Because it was broken. Alright, Fun Stars. It's not shut down, but the player count is horrible. I remember my friend talked about it briefly. He said that it seemed like it was going to be good. I wasn't impressed, and my gut feeling was right. It has not been doing well. Fun multiplayer, just bare bones single player, and I don't think I'm going to give it a good score too. I'll go back to it because it was free on PlayStation Plus Essential, I think. I just was not impressed with it. I will tell you guys. I can't give a word of mouth that I recommend that game. Because I don't. Sorry. Anyway, Lawbreakers. Don't care. Radical Heights. Is that the same thing? Paragon. I remember it, but okay. They say Red Dead Online was a failure, but I think... Wait, is it still around? I'll have to double check. I heard that was a failure, but it was around for a couple years, even when the game first released. And I heard only good things about it. So I'm not going to say anything about it was a complete failure. Whoever played Red Dead Online, you can definitely leave a comment if it failed or if it's still around. But I guess I see why, because of Grand Theft Auto 5. Because of Grand Theft Auto 5 in terms of their online, yeah, it's going to largely outshadow, because who doesn't want to explore the vast and grand open world of Grand Theft Auto 5. Even I could spend hours in Grand Theft Auto 5, but I could absolutely skip pretty much spend lots of time with Red Dead Redemption 2. That's sad though. It's sad. Rocket Arena. I remember that, but I don't, I don't care. Yeah. All right. Well, we already know Battlefield 2042. I knew that was gonna be a shit show by the time it came out. No, there's not enough I can say about it. The culling. I don't even remember that. And another one I will include too, and this is just like 15. So of course it's a long list of live service game. Like, do we all remember that Let It Die Death first? If anybody remembers that or even played it, I didn't even get a chance to play it, but I heard it shut down, and I don't know if it's coming back. The only exception that is coming back, and I will make sure I have a day for that, is Multiverse. It could shut down again, but this is officially releasing. Kind of interesting that Multiverse is coming back, and it's including Mark Hamill as Joker. Sign me up. But Kevin Conroy's gone, so that means they're gonna have someone replace him. Man, sad day. Alright, well, thank you for bearing with me as I talked about pretty much these important topics. I know it was 16 minutes, but I couldn't help it. I wanted to talk about a live service game, and I definitely wanted to talk about a brief synopsis of this Ubisoft game. I heard this game has server issues too, and we'll see if, because it's Ubisoft, and you know, there are fans of Ubisoft. Am I a fan of Ubisoft? I'm half and half on them. Just, Ubisoft, give me a good game, and then just give us a good game consistently. And then, okay, cool. CD Projekt Red messed up with Cyberpunk 2077, but they did gradually get a player fan base, and they got it back because of that anime. So, oh yeah. Well, anyway, now let's get started. Man, I talked a lot more than usual.
Accessibility setup. Here are some common settings you may want to adjust before playing. These and other settings can be changed anytime in the settings menu.
Why that?
Enumeration off cycle
No!
with left
No!
response off cycle with left button or right button.
I'm glad it's off. No subtitles, English. Okay, continue. What's the full settings? Is there a graphics mode? No, HDR, absolutely. Absolutely HDR. Ever since I upgraded to 4K, I have to have everything in HDR and 60 FPS. But Xbox Series X is winning because they have a 120 refresh rate. And I'm kind of slightly jelly. I am slightly jelly. Because even I want the, like, I want the best in everything in terms of that. But, you know, I'm appreciated for 60 FPS because I grew up in a time of there was no FPS and 30 FPS was norm for me. And that's completely understandable. Because I didn't have a PS5 back then. I mean, of course not. And I didn't worry about frame rates because I grew up in the time of Super Mario Brothers. That was literally my first game. So, of course, I didn't care about frame rate. But is having frame rate pretty freaking awesome? Yeah, it is. I will say, that is kind of one of the good steps in terms of video games in terms of where video games are. I like that we have frame rate. It's not a big deal as much as people have been butthurt of like, it doesn't have the frame rate. No, I think just be a video game and make sure your game is fun. Frame rate and graphics can just be second nature, and you might be pissed with that. You're like, well, everything has to be the best at everything. Well, it's a video game. Just make it fun, make sure it works, and make sure the direction, the artistic or technical direction you go, stick with it. Don't try to give us a half-baked ass video game that you're not proud of and expect to make money from that. Oh, wow. I felt like that was a little bit of anger there. I'm sorry, I'm looking at Ubisoft, EA, and so many companies that are doing that. There's too many companies. Yeah, crossplay, definitely. English, I think that was part of it too. I think another step in terms of like good moves that we have done, accessibility. I like that video games are becoming diverse, that it's giving people who are handicapped or just people who are limited in terms of their health issues that video games accommodate that. I do appreciate that because that does suck. It did at the time. I can't speak for handicap or anybody with health issues. I can't. But it must have sucked when they couldn't play a game because of health issues, and that's completely understandable. I just like that there's accessibility to accommodate that. Oh, okay. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Gotta test that microphone. Alright. I think I've done enough of this, right? I think I did. Auto sprint? Absolutely not. Okay. Cool. I think I was excessive about it, and I went into detail. Continue. Alright, let's see if they fix the server issues. Ow. Ow, come on, Ubisoft. Yep, you're doing that. Alright, well. Snow job. I know that engine. I've seen it for a few games. Okay, Ubisoft, you've been around long enough that you can pull that, and... Okay. I give you that. I like that. You kind of did a Spider-Verse kind of thing. I like that. Wait. It's connecting. Once I think about it, this is in live stream, of course, so of course everybody who is going to comment on this, being meta, is not going to be able to comment this and when it is uploaded. And 4K takes a lot to process. Are they still having the server issues? Because if they're having the server issues still... Oh, well, no, never mind. I guess they fixed it. Did they? Alright, well, let's read this. Welcome. Thanks for downloading Xtify. We're excited for you to jump into your first match. Did you fix the first match, or is it broken? We grant you 5 free weapon XP... Wait, hold on. We grant you 5 free weapon XP boosters to kickstart your attachment unlocks. Activate them from your match lobby. Does it have expiration date, Ubisoft? Or can I use it at any time since it depends... Okay. Ubisoft, are you confident about this new XP? Do you think it's gonna last? Because now we live in a society of live service games. My gosh, out the hoo-ah. But is it gonna be one of those live service games that you are confident that it will last pretty much to Fortnite level, Apex Legends, and what is another XP? I guess Tom Clancy's Ghost... What was that? What was that game I have? Tom Clancy's Ghost... Not Ghost Recon. Rainbow Six Siege or something. I had to double check myself, actually. Or do you think it's gonna pretty much die like Suicide Squad? We'll see. Right. The Phantoms, they have team names. And... if I had to pick a team... Who do I want to pick? Do I want to go Team Watchdog, Far Cry, Ghost Recon, Division, or Splinter Cell? Now, there are other properties for Ubisoft. Is there going to be Assassin's Creed 1? I mean, I feel like they could. Because this is a preseason, so the more season you got, and I guess the more players you have, but people are mad at you, Ubisoft, for understandably you've become Disney, and not in a good way. I'm not buying the Battle Pass. No, absolutely not. I'd rather do it the old-fashioned way of doing that. Okay, so... well, it even says it. Division, Ghost Recon. I can't believe that's still around. Far Cry. It's basically Far Cry 6, because that's been around for now a couple of years. Splinter Cell. I'm gonna probably go Teen Splinter Cell. I'm like, come on. Or Watch Dogs. I like the whole hacking ability. That's kind of my jam. Not that I'm a hacker, no. I mean, it looks clean. Oh, right, that's what I called myself. In terms of the give or take. Yeah, I must have been on a Horizon Zero Dawn kick. Oh, who am I kidding? I like that. Alright, let's look at the Ubisoft Connect. Alright, Ubisoft, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I know you're still about making money. But maybe you actually did something different with this one. This is original IP that, even though it's not original, we've seen this with Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Wait, hold the freaking phone. You did that one, too! What am I saying? They did do that one. Oh my gosh, they did. So, is this a sequel to this? Because we all... Rainbow Six Extraction. What was up with that? They're trying to replicate Call of Duty. When you really think about it, but at least they did something different with Rainbow Six Siege. It feels like Call of Duty, but it has a different kind of style. It's not trying to be like Call of Duty, and I kind of appreciate that. I will give Ubisoft that. That was kind of one of the good ideas. Sadly, that was actually one of the rare good ideas. And I have nothing against Ubisoft, but guys, give us more of quality instead of quantity. I feel like, let's give it a benefit of the doubt. Maybe Assassin's Creed Shadows will be good. Okay, so is X-Defiant trying to replace Rainbow Six Siege? Because nothing's going to replace that. That multiplayer is freaking awesome. And I can actually say I recommend that to you guys. Alright. You in store? Alright, I think I did enough blabbing because it's been 26 minutes. Try to actually play some multiplayer. And I tend to go silent on multiplayer because unless it's like we're working together and actually people are trying to talk to me, it depends. But nah, I like to go silent because it helps me concentrate, be more of a badass, kill people left and right, and not get distracted. But it depends. And also, some people are just dickheads, so I don't feel like talking and just engaging with them because, who am I kidding? I get aggro too. But I just like to keep silent. Well, anyway, you can definitely leave that like, comment, or subscribe. Let's get to it. Alright, so I'm rank... Okay, there's a practice zone. Wait, why can we not use the practice zone? What the heck? Hold on, we can't do practice zone. Why would they not let us do that? Early trial... Okay, so this is definitely the beta version. Okay, cool. So are they still having server issues? Because we can't even practice... Oh.
Copy. Joining the attack.
Escort. Worry about pushing the package, not what's inside. That's above your pay grade. Advance the package to the delivery zone. Expect heavy hostile resistance. Enemy neutralized.
I need a medic! Scanning for hostiles! Engaging camo!
You're down, but never out, Agent. You got this. Package is losing ground, Agent.
Reload!
Hostile suppressed. Closing on checkpoint. Accompany the package. Keep it moving.
Reloading! Can anyone provide first aid?
Package is slipping back. New armament acquired. We've passed the checkpoint.
Going dark! Reloading!
Target down.
Swapping mags! Cover me!
Rogue Echelon agent activated sonar goggles.
Engaging camo!
Enemy neutralized. Checkpoint passed.
Throwing grenade!
Lethal force
Swapping
utilized.
mags! Cover me!
Weapon procured. delivery zone. Maintain this approach.
Going up!
You're on defense. Stop the package.
Sign me up.
Don't let the enemy beat our last delivery time. On the checkpoint. Good kill. Send them to the hereafter. Enemy past the checkpoint. Set up your sabotage.
Reloading! Reloading!
They're almost to the checkpoint. Uh-oh. Enemy cleared another checkpoint. The enemy can't push their package if they're dead. It's guerrilla logic. Bad guys are almost at our progress point. regroup.
Shield out!
Oh, maybe we'll do the revolution tomorrow, eh?
I guess it's broken. Oh, no, no, hold on. I'm sorry, am I playing the same game? Is this by Ubisoft? Like, straight up, like, you mad bastards. Ubisoft, this is fun. I know what's fun about it. Here's my first impressions. The gameplay is tight. It slaps. It's actually kind of surprising for Ubisoft? Sorry, Ubisoft. You know why it's so fun? It's taking the gameplay that we know, I guess the Far Cry gameplay, but it puts a Call of Duty spin to it. Ubisoft took some Call of Duty aspects to it. Fast reloading. Regenerate health, which is kind of odd for... No, it's not out of... This isn't, like, new for Ubisoft. Ubisoft always has regenerated health in most of their franchise. This is nothing new. But this is kind of odd that their gameplay is kind of reminiscent of Call of Duty. And that's not a knock against it. That's a good thing. The different abilities, it is a combination of Call of Duty and Overwatch. And considering that this game seems like it's doing better than Overwatch in this case, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm having fun. Everything I was... It kind of makes me rethink of what I just said about Ubisoft. I'm still gonna keep it because, you know, Ubisoft has been kind of going through the shitter a lot, but still, this is Ubisoft. This is Ubisoft. And this game is actually fun. A combination of Far Cry, but really Call of Duty and Overwatch done well. We've seen it before, but something about it is kind of snappy. I was getting kills, and this is my first time playing this. Why am I having fun with this? Because it's snappy, it's responsive, it's fast. I actually feel like everyone feels like on equal footing. Oh yes, there's definitely going to be people who are going to be OP, and this is probably just the beta version. But so far, I'm impressed. I think there are probably going to be things to fix. May they address the server issues, but what the heck, Ubisoft? No, seriously, Ubisoft, what the heck? You're actually... It seems like you're making a fun game, like what you used to. Well, it kind of gets me a little bit of like, Ubisoft, I feel like you're taking lessons. Well, anyway, yeah, let's do one more match and we'll just end part 1 right here. My gosh, Ubisoft, you're actually making me want to play this game. Ah! What? It's crazy.
Let's get it.
Occupy. Seek and secure. Shadow Team SOP. 3, 2, 1. Secure the capture zone. Eliminate infiltrators. Capturing.
Going in!
Capture zone moving to a new location. They're attacking the zone! Capturing! Tango down!
Blitzing!
Capture zone changing location. Get there.
Frag out!
The zone is under assault. Capture zone contested. Capturing zone. Capturing zone. Hostiles on the zone. Capture zone moving to a new location. Phantoms don't get frustrated. We get even. They're attacking the zone. Capture zone contested. Captured. Capture zone changing location. Get there. Capturing zone.
Charging!
The zone is under assault. capturing. Capture zone moving to a new location. They're attacking the zone. Capturing. Hostiles on the zone. Capture zone changing location. Get there. Friendly's captured. They're attacking the zone. Capture zone contested.
Grenade out!
Blitzing now!
Capture zone moving to a new location.
Indeed. Wait, who was I playing with? I was playing with the same. Yeah, I just had the other. Oh, late ass game. Okay. That's
The zone
cool.
is under assault.
We'll try to go. I'll try to go get that motherfucker. What's up? Pop out, Cam. Baby.
Capturing zone.
Damn. Oh my
Capture zone
god.
changing location.
First aid!
Get there. They're attacking the zone.
Like, why he do me like this? Just because I'm here, I'm getting points. Indeed. Damn.
Changing mags.
Who was busting at your boy?
That napalm you're requesting.
Defuse the medic! Charging!
Capture zone contested. Capture zone moving to a new location. This zone is under assault.
And they be double teaming.
I am down! I'm not out! Yet!
Hostiles are demoralized. Capturing zone. Easy does it. They're close to winning.
Revealing enemies!
almost over, and we're crushing it.
Reloading!
Zone relocated.
Okay.
That's how Shadow Team does it.
That was fun. Was I? Did I just get MVP? Did I get MVP? No freaking way. Not MVP of the entire match, but MVP on my team. If I was, oh baby, that's how I feel right now. Yeah, and that's the thing about this live service game. It actually gives you a chance. And, you know, it maybe helps that nobody is modding, and it's not like Call of Duty where everybody mods or camps all the time. I mean, yeah, there are probably campers in this game, but it just feels like everyone's on equal level footing. Maybe this was good to do pre-season. Maybe for once, I actually got in the trend, and I'm pretty much, everyone is at an equal footing, and that's very refreshing. Well, anyway, take a short break, and we'll be back.